Okay, it's the 14th of November 2024. We got about 30 minutes to the New York Open. We're going to get into the charts in a bit. Just give me a second. All right. Okay. This is the daily time frame. Price is very bearish. We've been bearish since the end of October. Since the last day of October, I think that was a Thursday. I think we've dropped about 250, about $253 on gold, right? $253 on gold we've dropped. That's about 2,530 pips. The big move started the day after Trump got elected. I mean, the day Trump got elected. I think that was the 6th of November. Yeah, 6th. And there was a bit of a correction when we hit 2650. There was a bit of a correction, and then we just plummeted down. Okay, we've dropped another $170, $175 since then. So we're very bearish. We have gone below this demand level right here. We've broken below this demand level, right? We are heading towards this consolidation right here. That's fairly large range. We should get there today. We should get there today or maybe tomorrow, right? But we are bouncing. We are testing 2550, right? Just keep that in mind that we're testing 2550. But on the higher time frame, on the daily, we're very, very bearish on the daily and the weekly. Okay, so let's get to our chart. Yesterday, let's quickly do a recap of what happened yesterday. So yesterday, these were the zones, and price did wick into that high liquidity candle, the light red area, and then I was expecting price to go through it, but it didn't. We closed an M15 candle. We closed back in the range, an M15 candle in our direction. So that should have been that the fib can be drawn on that candle, and that's the trade down, and we just plummeted down. Okay. In the New York session, I think it started the move started with NYSE open, and we just pushed down. So let's get rid of all of these and start with our zones again. We've got PPI news today. Let's see what we have for today. Yeah, so today we've got PPI news. It does move price fairly. There is a fair bit of volume during PPI, and tomorrow is retail sales. So this week does have volume, but there's been a huge move already. So we're going to see if it's going to be a pullback today in the New York session or in the NYSE session, or is it going to be a continuation to go down? That's what we're going to be looking for. Okay, let's get rid of all of that. Okay, let's get rid of this. Sorry, give me a second. Yeah. Okay. Let's first look at supply. Let's see what area can price pull back to. There is a supply level right here at 2558. A drop, base, and a drop. Okay, just get rid of this also. News is in about an hour, in about 55 minutes. So for the next 55 minutes, we're going to just do analysis and see what zones we have for the day. Okay, so there's a zone right there. We're going to take a look at it on the 1 hour as well. Yeah, there's a zone right there. Okay, it's a drop, single basin candle, and a drop. And this candle, 4-hour candle closed. Just keep in mind that this 4-hour candle closed below 2550. So we could have a pullback and then a continuation down. Okay. Let's also look on the 1 hour what that looks like. Yeah. Yeah, and also there is this, and that zone too. I would look on the 1 hour. Yeah, I would draw this zone on the 1 hour. Yeah, it's a 4-hour zone, but it's better visible on a 1 hour. A drop, 3 basin candles, and a drop. Okay. Yeah, that's a 4-hour zone, but it's more clear on the 1 hour. So those are two supply zones, and then further up from there is this entire block here, right? All of that right there, that's the next supply zone. Okay, so those are the supply areas we have. Look at the 1 hour. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, so you got that supply zone here, and one here. Let's put in the numbers. 531, 189, 507, 31, 145, 71. Seven 12, 670, 676. Okay, right. Let's get rid of that. So that's supply. The closest supply is that. Let's look at demand now. Let's put a line here. This low is 685, 6585. Okay, let's look left of that and see what's left and below. If you have H4 demand left and below. Okay. So below this is this entire range here. This entire range. Yeah. That's an entire range right there. That's a 219 pip range. That's a rally. All of these are basin candles. Yeah, that's a rally. Those all basin candles. That's also part of the basin candle because it's all within this range. right? It's all within a 219 pip range, and then the leg out. So this closes 328, 328, 97. $597. Okay. Right, where are we? We're here. It's a 400 pip drop. Actually, hmm, 160. Okay. Um, that's demand. It's a very wide range, 230 pip range. Just want to see if we can break that down here. It's not really. I'm going to keep that like that, okay? Yeah, they're going to keep that. We're going to keep one demand zone for the NY session because that's quite far away. Um, fuck. Okay, get rid of this. So look at the 1 hour. We are forming support. We are forming support here and also H1 demand here. Yeah, I'm going to mark that out. Mark that H1 demand level. Yeah. Let's look on the M30. Yeah, that's good. 715, 714, 714. Okay. Now, out of these, which are high liquidity zones or which are not? Let's put this label across here. This label across here. So this zone, did it take out anything on the left? Yeah, this demand here. Yeah, this demand was taken out by that zone. So this becomes a high liquidity zone. And there was demand right here. right here. This was taken out by this move down, so this also becomes a high liquidity zone. Okay, there's demand right there. There's a drop, there's a 1 hour base-in candle there, and a rally. Right on the H4, you can't see the base-in candle, but on the 1 hour you can see a base-in candle there. Yeah, and then so that, yeah, that was taken out by this move here down. It started at this base, and then this, there was a demand level right here, a drop base rally that was taken out by this. So this too becomes high liquidity zone, and this was taken out by this here. So it's like two high liquidity zones inside here. Okay, it doesn't matter, we'll just leave them like that. And then on demand, this hasn't taken out anything. This hasn't taken out, this demand zone hasn't taken out any supply, so it's not a high liquidity zone. But the one below did take out this. This entire range at the top was taken out by this move up. So that's a high liquidity zone. Okay, perfect. Okay. Okay. So what I'm expecting, what I'm anticipating now, since we've done most of our analysis, is a push down, pull back and a push down. And to break this demand and head straight down here to 2530 and then to 2522, right? That's about a 300 pip move. That's the move I'm anticipating to happen today. Because we are not reacting to H4 demand at the moment. There is no demand right now where price is reacting to. We've broken below this. We've closed below this. Have we? This low is 46.86 and this closes 47. No, we closed above. Closed above. No, this support open price is, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we did close below this support. So I'm anticipating price to push down, right? Push to this area to 2530, right? That is the minimum, and then probably head down lower, either today or tomorrow, later today or tomorrow. Okay, so now that we have our high liquidity zones, let's look at let's look for a liquidity candle where price can reverse. Okay, so here on the 30-minute, there is that's a 62 pip candle, and there is this, which is a 67 pip candle, so which is bigger, 68, and this is 62, so this is bigger. Okay, so let's look at the 15-minute before we do that. $52 pips. That is 52 pips, that candle. Then that is 33 pips. And this is 51. 51.2. Yeah, this is larger. 43. Okay, so I'm gonna mark this out, candle out, right? 836308. 36308. For fuck's sake. Okay. Six, 308. Okay. 5 minute. On the 5 minute. Hmm. 46. 43. Yeah, so I'm going to keep that liquidity area right there. On the 30 minute, yeah, this was bigger, so I'm going to keep that there. It's going to look at the one above as well in case price pushes up. Where could we turn? This candle right here, that's a bearish engulfing candle. That's a 122 pip candle. Obviously, we need to cut that candle down. So 15 minutes, same. The 5 minute, it's this candle right here. Still a fairly large candle, 109. Look on the 1 minute. Yeah. Okay. 7058. 7058. 145. Okay. That's a very large candle. It's a very large zone. But yeah, we're going to have to mark that entire zone. Okay. So the plan is if price in this area, I want to see price has already touched the high liquidity zone, this high liquidity zone, and it has touched this liquidity candle already. In the pre-NY session, we've already gone deep into it. So I want to see after news. So with the news candle, I want to see an M15 candle, either with the news candle, M15 news candle, or a candle after that, close bearish in my direction to take sells, right? If we continue up, then I want and get to this zone, then again still I want to see after price touches here, I want to see a second candle, or I want to see the next candle close in my direction to take sells. Until that happens, I'm not going to sell, do anything, right? I'm not buying because there is no, this is just a H1 demand zone, it's not a high liquidity zone, so I'm not looking to buy. I'm only looking to sell, but I want to see confirmation to sell because it's news, right? And if I do get in on a sell, then my TPs will be at the low of this. What's this low? Yeah, this is the London low. To retest the London low, which is around 2536, about 2537, and then 2530, right? Those will be my TPs. So that's a 160 pip move and about a 240 pip move. Yeah, those are my TPs. That's where I'm anticipating price to head to. But this could take a while. This could happen like it did yesterday at NYSE Open, so which is about an hour and a half from now. Okay, it might not happen right now. It might not happen with news. It could. If it does happen with news, I still want to see the same thing. I want to see a M15 candle close in my direction to take sells, coming down to 2536 and then 2530. This is weekly support. If it doesn't happen during news, then I'm going to wait for NYSE Open like yesterday to take sells coming down, right? Or with the new 4-hour candle open. It could be as well. It could be with the new 4-hour candle open as well. That's 2 hours from now. How much has prices moved? A lot today. We moved 446 pips already. We moved a lot. Yeah. But this is what it looks like when Trump's around. Big moves, a lot of volume. You're going to see a lot more volume starting Jan 20th. A lot more volume starting Jan 20th. A lot more than this. Okay, so that's the plan. Push up 170 pips, then look for a sell down or sell from here. But in either scenario, I want to see M15 bearish candle, a bearish candle close in my direction. Once it touches it, close in my direction to take sells. Where are we? Okay. Okay. So we have time. We've got a lot of time. NY is just open. Yeah, 30 minutes to news. Okay. So these are the zones. These are the zones on the 4 hours. These are the zones on the 4 hour. That is just that's very weak demand. Price should break through that very easily. That's just a wick to fill basically. But I have marked it because it is demand, but we should break straight through that. But we will get a reaction. Just keep that in mind because it's right at 25550. It's a psychological round number. So we will get a reaction, some sort of a reaction there. It might just be a momentary reaction or a pullback to continue down, right? But the idea is for price to retest the London low, which is this candle right here. That's the London low. If you look at it on the 30 minutes, yeah, that's the London low right there. 2537 and then 2530. And then if you have volume, come further down to this, which is 2523, right? That's a very long, it's about a 300 pip move. Okay, yeah, cool. Just save this. Okay, I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Hmm. This candle broke this high. This is pre-NY. We're in a liquidity area. This one broke this high. We did touch. This is the candle close from here. Fib is drawn on this. Let's see if price pulls back. I might take a trade. I might take a trade from here. Let's see closer to news. Let's see what price does. About 10 minutes before news, let's see what price does. Okay. Yeah. If you do get here, stop loss might be about here or above these highs here. That's about 40, 50 pip stop loss. Let's say here, 35, 70, 70. Yeah, somewhere here. This DP1 about 70 pips. That's 2 RR, and then 105, 105, maybe around here. That's about 3 RR, and then further down. Okay. Let's see, we got time. We got time. Got time. Let's see what price does. Depending on if price does come here in the next, this 15-minute candle has 6 minutes to close. This candle should close somewhere here, and the next one should pop up. When the next one pops up, I might take a trade, a sell trade. And stop loss above that. It's about 30, 35, 40 pips. Stop loss above that. 30 minutes. Yeah, that's a swing high there. Yeah, this high here. 59.84. 59.84. Ideally, I'd want to wait for news, for the news candle, but the setup's already there. We have a candle close from this liquidity zone, a candle close. Price should drop here, even further down. So can we get a touch at 2555 or 2556? Can we get a touch? Just gonna wait for this 15-minute candle to close. These candles all fine. That's liquidity right there. The 5-minute, on the 1-minute. Yeah, it's a push down, perfect. That's perfect there. Hmm. Just got to wait for this candle to close. Just can't do anything until this candle closes. Got to wait. Just got to wait. Yeah, we tapped 2556. Pushing down, but you got to wait for the 15-minute candle to close. You can't take a trade while the candle is still open. Just got to wait. Got to see where this candle is going to close. If we're going to push all the way up here, then this zone is not going to hold. We're going to go further up. So we got to wait. The idea is this one shouldn't break this high. So that's the candle. 98 pips. But also there's no top wick. So we could go to this candle here. Come down. It's 130. That's very possible. That's why it's important to wait for the candle to close. 62. Yeah, I think we're heading higher. Pushing further up. Yeah. It's closing strong bullish. If it rejected, if the M15 rejected, this current candle rejected, was rejecting, I would have been willing to take a sell, but we're closing strong bullish. We're closing, yeah, we closed above 2555. We closed above it. So yeah, we gotta wait. Can't do anything. Cannot take a sell. We gotta wait for this 15-minute candle to close now. And once this 15-minute candle closes, then that'll be news. So I'm going to wait for this 15-minute candle to close. Okay, I'll be back about 6 minutes. Okay. Yeah, we're still pushing up. What numbers are they expecting? Just an increase, a 0.1% increase. I think we're going to come out with better numbers on the forecast. And that's going to push price down. So the anticipating forecast is 0.3. If you get better numbers, that's good for currency. Should push price down. And unemployment claims are expected 224K. Probably if they created more jobs, then that also should push price down. Less unemployment, that means. More jobs means less unemployment. Okay, let's get rid of this. This doesn't need it anymore. Now we've got to wait. We've got to wait for this we've got to wait for news. And probably wait for the news candle to close as well. Unless this candle closes bearish. If it closes strong bearish, then I'd be willing to take sells on the pullback. Let's see. Yeah, that's clear rejection. You should have a pullback. Yeah, I've taken a trade there. Okay, let's see how this 5-minute candle closes. Stop loss there, just above that. Okay. And as I said, TPs are the London low. To head down, see if I will add more positions to this. The reason for this was the rejection here from this 1 minute strong bearish candle in this liquidity zone. Okay, let's take another position here. $3,500, 0.70. $2,548. 2548. Then 105. 2545. Okay. This low is 2636, 2637, 2637. Okay, 5 minutes closed, bearish engulfing. Let's see, 4 minutes news, 15 minutes, how is it looking? Broken two highs, pop down. Okay, let's take another position there. So very small positions I'm taking. Hmm. 6, 2, 5, 4, 8. 2, 5, 4, 5. Okay. And we close here, right? So 2, put this on. Couple of minutes for news. Just going to move this up here in case we just spike up deep into the zone and just then push down. But I'm going to manage. I'm going to close my trades once we get above this high here. Right, this candle high. Once we get above this high, I'm going to close the trade. So it's about a 35 pip stop loss, right? Anticipating price to come down here. 40 seconds more. Let's check the 1 minute. Okay. Yeah, 30-minute close bullish, 15-minute close to doji. This 15-minute needs to close bearish for price to continue down. If this 15-minute pops up and breaks this M15 high, then I'm closing the trade. If it closes bearish, then the next one should pull back, then I will enter more sells to come down. Right? So we do have some sells running from here, very small positions. Idea is to drop here, here, and then eventually down here. It's got to wait for the 15-minute to close. It's got about 12 and a half minutes. So news didn't do anything, just like CPI news didn't do anything yesterday. So if you were here yesterday in the stream or you watched later, that's all that CPI did, just a spike up into a liquidity candle, then closed, then it 2-3 candles later, we had a close, and that was the trade to come down, right? So that could happen today as well. So we got to just be patient, wait for the 15-minute candles to close. This open is 2546. Two, 543. Just move this TP down a bit. 2546 and 2543. 2544. Yeah, so first TP is around 90 pips, 89 pips, and second TP is 109 pips, 110 pips. Let's see if you can get there. And then third TP will be here, if we get there. But price has to get through this zone for that to happen. Okay, so anything can happen. Price can push straight through, then we're going to close the trade up here. But we're going to wait for this 15-minute candle to close. Yeah, we're pushing up. It's pushing up. So we had the numbers were good. Numbers were good for the US dollar. PPI came out exactly as forecasted. That's fine. But unemployment rate was low. So that's good for the dollar. That means the economy is getting stronger. More jobs are created. So it should push price down. But as you know, price might always, it'll go to area of liquidity to grab liquidity and then head down. And that is why we wait for the M15 candle confirmations, right? So here I took this trade because of this M15 candle that had closed already in our direction, but that was during pre-NY. So, and it's off that candle right there. That's a liquidity candle that we had marked before the NY session started, and it's reacting to that. So Going to add another position here. It's going to wait for this 15-minute candle to close. Let's see where it closes. If this closes strong bullish, then we're pushing higher, and then I'm going to close some of my open positions. We're going to wait for this candle. If it breaks the high of this candle, then I'm closing. All right, breaks the high of this candle, I'm closing. And I'm going to wait for another 15-minute candle to close in my direction before I do anything else. Yeah, we're coming up. It's very similar to yesterday. Six. Let's see how price reacts to this candle. Yeah, perfect. 59.06. Let's see if you can push price down now. Then that price is going to hold. That needs to hold. That needs to push price down. Just gonna wait for this 15-minute candle to close. Let's see. Just gonna wait for the 15-minute candle to close. Broken above these highs, we should. 57. Mm. 61.56. Still pushing up. Should head high and break this high. Still pushing up. Taken very small position, so I'm holding that's the reason I took very small positions, because I'm scaling into my trade. I'm not I didn't take my full position here, scaling into my trade. Just got to wait for this 15-minute candle to close. The next one could pop up even higher, because that area 2561.56 price could head to that, and that's where the EMA is as well. That's exactly where the EMA is. Yeah, 50-minute candle close like this. Yeah, we are heading higher. We should break this high. One five six 733. Hmm. Seven point seven. 1. To 2. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if we can push down now. Let's see if we can push down. Zero, 3, 5, 7. I'm anticipating a price to break this high into 2561.56 before it heads down. It's very similar to yesterday. It's exactly what happened on the 15-minute. We had a push-up news, then two 15-minute candles was pushing up to grab liquidity. Then we had the 15-minute candle close. Let's see. We need a 15-minute candle close. I said this from the beginning. You need to see a 15-minute candle close in your direction. The reason I scaled in is because I'm taking very small positions, and also I use this 15-minute candle, but price is heading up higher. So maybe it's better to wait for the 15-minute candle close, not to rush. Wait for the 15-minute candle close in your direction, and then take the sells. That way you'll have better confirmation. This candle can easily flip bullish in the last 5 minutes. It's very possible. You flip bullish, break the high, and continue higher. That's very possible. But I'm holding these trades because I'm anticipating the move down. Yeah, so we have a 5-minute bearish engulfing candle. Doesn't mean much. Actually, doesn't mean anything at all. We need to see a 15-minute bearish candle close in our direction. It's not the 8 minutes for the candle to close. Okay, I'll be back in 5 minutes. It's very slow. I'm keeping these trades open. They're very small positions. I'm keeping them open. Yeah. Side 79, 69. Yeah, as anticipated, price is pushing up. We should break this wick. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, we are pushing up. Okay. Be back in a few minutes. Yeah, probably price is probably ranging until NYSE open. This is very similar to what happened yesterday. So yeah, it's very, very similar to what happened yesterday. It's exactly what happened. See, around 2600 we came, closed above, then we pulled back up, and then we dropped. So it just could be very similar move to what happened yesterday. But this was just, it was just ranging. It was very slow yesterday. Spike up, then just ranged, and then NYSE open, volume came in after NYSE open. I think this was, yeah, this was after NYSE, the 50-minute candle after NYSE open, and then volume came in and started pushing price down. And then we got to 2600, was it? Yeah, 2600, and then price pulled back up and then fell. In the latter half of the NY session and then the Asian session, just continued to drop another 400 pips. So it's probably closing a doji. Yep, doji, nothing. It's got to wait for this 15-minute candle to close now. See the 1 hour close. 1 hour closed with, yeah, this candle, this price is going to break this high. It's just going to break this high. 30 minutes is also doji. We're going to break this high. So what I'm going to do, yeah, I'm going to manage risk on a couple of these trades and add this risk back on when I have another 15-minute candle close in my direction. Right? It's better to manage risk. So I closed 2 other positions I had opened. And once another 15-minute candle closes in my direction, then I'll add that risk back on. Yeah, that was better. It's a better move. Yeah. Okay. It's going to wait for this 15-minute candle to close. There's nothing to do until we're going to just wait for this 15-minute candle to close. There's absolutely nothing to do until then. Okay, 5 minutes more, 4 minutes more for this candle to close. Let's see. I want to see a strong close for price to continue down. It's also another 20 minutes for NYSE open, so probably going to wait for that. So we're going to wait for this candle to close and then probably the next one also to close. It's very slow, just like yesterday. Yeah, another doji. Nothing happening. Still pushing up. Yeah, we're heading up. We're heading higher. So we'll close another couple of positions. Wait for 15-minute candle to close in our direction. We're heading higher. We're creating support. No top wick. We're heading higher. So we manage risk. The market is slow. Just manage risk. Don't hold drawdown. Wait for a candle to close in your direction. We created, there's another doji, it's a bearish doji and a bullish doji. We created support, created resistance, and now we created support. It's gonna wait. Wait for a 15-minute candle to close in your direction. That's when you sell. I'll add on once a 15-minute candle closes in my direction, I'll add back all the risk I took off. The idea is still to head to these levels here, 2548. Yeah, so no, 2546, that's TP1. Then we should get to 2543, and then we should come to 2537, right? But we got to wait. We got to wait for a 15-minute candle to close. Yeah, it's got time. It's nothing. It's exactly like yesterday. Exactly what happened yesterday. Price is ranging, right? 1615. Yeah, it's gonna wait for this candle to close now. It's got 13 minutes more. This is the kind of tap that I wanted to see. Yeah, this is the tap that I wanted to see. Okay, that's better. Okay, let's wait for the 15-minute candle to close. It's got to have a candle close. 15-minute candle close. So got to wait for this 15-minute candle to close in 5 minutes, and then got to wait for the next one to close. This is the 650. Yeah, this is the. Got to wait for the next one. Just got to wait for the next one to close. It's a lot more waiting. The 30 minutes, 34 minutes for the 4 hour to close. Yeah, it's very likely we're going to break this high. This high is 2565.31. We should break this. It's another 20 pips, 25 pips to break this high. And then I'm anticipating price should push down once you break this H4 candle high. This high is 65.31. Yeah, this break this high. This is it. This should work. This zone here. Open 588, close 590. Close 590, 588. Yeah, we should head high. Should head high. Hmm. 30 minutes for the 4-hour candle to close. Let's see how we're going to close. If we close strong bullish, then yeah, I'm going to close all these trades. Then volume is probably coming in a little later. This M15 candle or the next M15 candle should reject if we are to go bearish. Either this one should push down or the next one should push down. If this one closes bullish, strong bullish, then I might close a couple of more positions, these lower positions. Yeah. Let's see. 12 minutes more. Candle to close. So that's the candle should close in my direction. This should be the candle close in the direction that I want it to close in. Let's see if it closes in direction. It closes bearish. That's the touch of the zone. That's the candle close. 593073. This needs to close bearish, preferably strong bearish to push price down. It's no top wick. No, this is not it. We're gonna wait for the next one. This is not it. We're heading higher. We're heading higher. Mm. 493073. Three. 62. Okay. 6. 52. 48. This one should reject this high liquidity candle. This one. If we close inside strong bullish, then we're heading higher. There's no point holding these trades. But if it rejects and closes either bearish or closes a doji or rejects this area, that means a 30-minute is going to close bearish, strong bearish. And that's what you want to see. You want to see the 30-minute close strong bearish, the 15-minute close strong bearish, the 30-minute close strong bearish. That's an indication that price is closing, candles are closing in your direction to push price further down. Okay, so that's what you want to see. And TPs are again the same thing. We're anticipating price to head to this demand first, the 1 hour demand zone, and then further down. It's got a 7 minutes more for the candle to close. So 1 hour's got to reject. So we did tap this candle, tapped into the high liquidity candle. This M15 candle, that's the candle right there that I had marked. We tapped into it. We have a bearish candle close from that zone. This one should also close strong bearish for price to push down, for the next 4 hour candle to continue down. Yeah, 17. Yeah, 92. 70 pips. Five minutes more. Let's see how this candle closes. Yeah, we tapped this candle, pulled back, tapped 2563.33 to the pip, and we're pushing down. I want to see a 30-minute candle close below this weekly level, 2558. That's this weekly level here, weekly support, right? If we close, it should be good to head down, because we had a 4 hour candle close below it here and price push down, right? So if you have another this 4 hour candle closes in 5 minutes, if that candle also closes below 2558, you should continue to push down. For that to happen, the 1 hour needs to close. Yeah, so 1 hour needs to close below this resistance. This is 1 hour resistance right here. We need to close below that, below 2558, to continue down. It's 4 minutes more. Let's see where this candle closes. This is, I want to see, so this is 30-minute resistance right here, right? You can see there's 30-minute resistance right here. Price came here, retested, it tested the area. So there's resistance right there. We tested, we pushed down, we came back up, we broke, closed above. I want to see a candle close back below. Once we have a candle close back below, the next candle should break the previous candle low and head down. But it needs to close back below. The 30-minute candle needs to close below this. If we don't, then we're just retesting this area to push further up. Yeah, we don't want a retest to push further up. It needs to push down. Pushed up 24 pips. Three minutes more. We're still pushing up. Still pushing up. It's very likely we're going to close above 2558. If that's the case, then the next candle is going to continue to push up, break this high, and continue higher. Yeah. It's close to it, no bottom wick. The next candle is pushing up. Yeah, we're closing above. 4 hours closing bullish above this resistance. This 1 hour resistance right here. Closing above here. 2560. We're pushing up. Yeah, we just pushed up 35 pips. Straight up. So it's probably the pullback, the 4 hour pullback should come down when the new 4 hour candle opens. This is the 4 hour candle close. Okay, that's a 4 hour candle close. One now is rejecting that area, 30-minute. We need a 15-minute candle close below this 2558. Yeah. We need a 15-minute candle close. So this candle is going to pull back up before it decides if it's going to close below 2558. It's going to push up first. Above this high, it's going to push up. I don't know what maybe push-ups and continues higher and doesn't close below 2558. It's creating a bottom wick to go up. Mm-hmm. Let's see. The major move happened for the day was in the Asian session. Then yeah, that was the move. 300 pip move in the Asian session. Then another 225 pip move in the London session. And so far, absolutely nothing in the NY session. Nothing. It's got no volume. Just like yesterday, there was no volume. And volume came in later. Yeah, after around here, 1800 or so time. That's when the volume came in, somewhere there. So we gotta wait. Yeah, we're pushing up. We're pushing up. Probably up here, further up here. Yeah, we created support, we're pushing up. Yeah, it's pushing up. That was a 53 pip drop. Heading back up there again. Should head above 2566 again. Price is heading above 2566 again. Two five six five nine three. Yeah, heading above that again. Yeah, pushing up. No rejection. Pushing up. Until a candle closes below 2558, until M15 candle closes below 2558. We're going to continue to push up. So yeah, we've broken above the 4-hour high. Above the 4-hour high. Just inching away. Inching away. So to 19. Okay. Okay, I'm going to hold these cells. TPs are still here down here. I will close them. I open very small positions, so I've closed them if I'll start close positions if you break above this high here. If you break above this high, this M30 high, this M30 high, then I'll close positions above this M30 high here, this candle. Okay. Until then, I'm going to hold them. Okay, that's about it. We'll be back tomorrow, same time for analysis and trade setups. If you break above this high here, if you break above 2570 or 2570.50, then I'm closing everything. Okay? All right. See you guys tomorrow.